welcome to winemastery.co.uk. My name is John Lightfoot, and this is the fantastic, the incredible, the wonderful Mr. John Murphy.
Hello there.
We're here to tell you all about wine, hopefully help you find the wine, if not the wines, that you will absolutely adore. On this occasion, we are tasting a wine that's been recommended by one of our fantastic posh viewers, Mr. Norrie Kerr OBE, for those of you outside the UK. That stands for Order of the British Empire, and it's actually given to the recipient by Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
Fabulous.
So Norrie, as he's known to his friends, has recommended this following on a video that we did on Trivento, a Malbec wine from Argentina. He said you should give this one a try. So without further ado...
Yeah, thanks, Norrie.
We thought we'd do exactly that. Shall we get to it?
Let's go for it, John. Let's go for it. I'm looking at this because it looks tempting.
It's got a blush colour.
Yeah.
Do you want to give the viewers a little bit of...
yeah, of course.
Give it a little bit of...
Let's have a little bit of that action, shall we? Oh, yes. Oh, you can see it's just like a slight, light salmon pink, but very, very light. It's not really...
Just to like a hint of rosé.
Yes, a hint of.
A hint of, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Trivento, I've just spotted. I haven't managed to get one yet, but Trivento also do a rosé from Malbec as well. So,
okay.
So it'd be interesting to grab one of those and
because
review that.
I'm trying to rack my brains thinking if I've ever tried a white Malbec before, but
I think we might have done one before.
I'll need to think a little bit more. But
I mean, we have done something like 700 videos now, so.
Only 700? Okay, well, crikey.
So, you know, you will be forgiven for if one slipped in amongst those 700.
Yeah. All right, well yeah, nice colour. Let's have a go on the nose.
Okay. That smells like a red.
It reminds me of Pinot Noir for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
But that's really kind of put me on the back foot there, because that is not what I was expected.
For a white wine?
No, definitely not. No.
Yeah, I get your sort of, it's sort of like wet leaves, foresty sort of. In autumn time.
A little foistiness almost.
Yeah.
That's I did not expect that. Interesting. Very interesting.
Very interesting.
Right, I've gone the older palate.
Okay. The first fruit that came to mind was cherry.
Yeah, that's definitely the predominant.
There's a little bit of, rather than obviously a red Malbec where it's much fuller, it's a little bit more, I don't want this to sound like it's bad, because it's not, a little bit more acidic. It's not, I mean, nowhere, more like sort of acidity level of maybe a Chenin Blanc, would you say?
Yeah, it's definitely there. For me, it's sitting a bit... I don't know. I don't know if I like this wine. I know that I don't like whether it doesn't suit my palate, but there's something that kind of almost a soury sharpness or something there that just at the very end for me.
I think that's going to be your particular palate that's doing that, rather than.
Yeah, I think.
This is the other problem you're going to have with your brain in this, getting your head around this. It's going to be. You know what wines, if we said Sauvignon Blanc or we said Malbec, you know what they should taste like.
Yeah.
You're not going to know what this should taste like.
No, and this is a bit of a wild card for me. Just on the look of it, number one, white Malbec, and then on the nose, I'm thinking more Pinot Noir, and then the flavour. I don't know which camp I'm in with it. Do you know?
Yeah.
I think this is definitely, for me, definitely a mood thing. Oh, I'd have to drink some more, John.
That sounds like an excuse.
Yeah, you get your cherry in there. And that's it as well.
Yeah.
But then for me, it just kind of...
It's like a cherry, the drink. I don't know if that's a universal drink, but I guess like a cherryade. A pop drink, rather than sort of just eating a cherry. It's like a drink.
But it is quite... an obvious one in there is one that comes and gets you to begin with.
Yeah.
So, and so it kind of holds your hand and takes you down there a little bit. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that one.
Well, I like it. I mean, I do like it. It has got that sort of like little bit of red. It'd be really interesting if you don't like red wines, and just to try this, because it's almost like a very, very slight introduction into a red wine, if you know what I mean. It's got that sort of characteristic in those, say, the cherry taste. I don't know.
I'm really enjoying the cherry taste. I do like that, but it's on the finish where it just kind of pulls back a little bit for me.
When you say on the finish, what then after?
Yeah, after the cherry.
Yeah.
Then for me, it's got almost a. I'll say it's a sourness as such, but it just kind of stops for me being enjoyable.
Okay. I don't get that. It just continues for me. Obviously, the taste after a period of time fades, decays, but it doesn't turn into something that I don't like.
Oh, well, okay.
So obviously, this is just down to personal palate, obviously.
Yeah, I think it is, yeah.
Okay, so any ideas what you would like to pair with this, or do you want me to hit first with the food?
You hit first, because I've not think about. I've not thought about.
Because you're too confused by it.
Yeah, that's not even coming to my mind yet. So go for it.
This is one of those wines, I think, where there are some meats, for example, that are sort of not quite right for white wine, not quite right for red wine. So I go something like a pork, or maybe a sort of venison, something with a little bit more bite to it in terms of taste, not quite as bland as poultry like chicken or turkey. So I'd go with some sort of roast pork loin or something like that. I think this would go down very well with it.
Okay, and as we were just talking there, I was just thinking, what's that? And I think this is going to have to be, for me, again, it's only in my mind here. I think it's going to be a washed rind cheese, one of the smellier ones, but which actually turned out to be quite mild and sweet in the end. So I'm going to go something like a Chaume. Chaume.
How do you spell that? Do you know?
Chaume.
Okay.
Chaume. It's and I think there's a big Chaume up in the supermarket, but that's quite it's on the lighter scale of the washed rind cheeses, so it's not massively in your face with that kind of smelliness, but it's actually still quite mild and sweet. And I think that will go together well. I think I'd have to test that.
Okay, and is that French cheese?
French, yeah.
Okay, matching Argentinian wine with French cheese.
Yeah. I'm just thinking I'm racking in my head what's in my cheese fridge and what kind of style.
What would you normally recommend with a Pinot Noir?
Oh, it could be. Again, it depends on the Pinot Noir, because the Pinot Noir can be very light and easy. It can be very heavy, can't it?
Taking a light one, which is...
don't know about it. Would I recommend the Munster? No. I'd say with the Pinot Noir, something light and crumbly. So that's completely different, isn't it?
So you wouldn't say with that, cause I was just thinking in terms on the nose, you thought Pinot Noir, and I was just wondering whether...
That would lean towards the cheese. No, I think I'm more territorial style cheese, something like the go with Cafilet. Something that's still got a bit of flavour, but it's quite light and zesty almost. Excuse me.
Okay.
That's strange, huh?
It is, but I mean, I don't think, obviously, I think you're slightly confused by it, you're trying it out, you're still enjoying it, but you're not quite sure if you are enjoying it. It's like a little bit of a...
Yeah, it's
keeps flipping
enigma.
for you.
It's a little enigma for me. But I'm saying that, I mean, once again, I've very little left in the glass.
No.
Yeah.
No, well, it's a very interesting wine. I do recommend you give it a go, if only... certainly at dinner time, it'd be really nice to pour, a white. Do you want a Malbec? And obviously they would be expecting you to pour red. It's a bit like Chateau Neuf and giving them a white Chateau Neuf de Pape, isn't it?
Yeah.
I hope if you do get hold of one of these, give it a try, see what you think, leave comments behind. Below, beg your pardon, not behind at all.
we need to give it a score as well.
Oh, right, okay, I forgot. I'll fall back.
You should know. Shall I go first?
You go first, yeah.
Now, this is a real and ahhing one, because I don't know what to work it on. What's the price? £8. Well, that's good. That's £8 is a good price for that.
Yeah.
I'm going to call this an intriguing wine. It's intriguing me. I want to know more about it. I want to feel more. And it's, even then just thinking, what will I put it with? And so that's made me think. So I'm going to actually give this a decent score. I'm going to go to 79.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know what to think. I've been up in an hour in my mind, but I think 79 is fair. I'd definitely give this another go, because I want to get to the bones of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I was thinking 23.
23?
No, you're wrong.
I'm going to say, where's that come from?
81.
81? Yeah, well, so we're not too far apart, really, with the scoring.
I mean, for an everyday wine, this is excellent. And I think also, even just if just to experience it, just to say, if someone says to you, "Have you tried a white Malbec?" to be able to say yes, and at least have an experienced one, I'd give this a go for sure.
I think what you've just said there is spot on. Just to try it, just to give it a go, just to experience it, I think, because that's got me, and I know when we finish filming, I'm going to have another glass of that, thinking, what is that? What was it? So yeah, intriguing.
Yeah, and there'll be some of you who say, yeah, well, I've done it, I don't want any more, but there'll be others, I'm sure, that will say, that was really nice, I'm going to buy some more of that.
Yeah.
So, good. Okay, well, thank you once again, Norrie, for recommending that we give this a try. It's appreciated. Thanks also for all your support on Twitter. And so until the next episode, we'll see you there. Chin chin.
Chin chin.